was trying to turn that heat down. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. It is Wednesday. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How's everyone? Good morning, everybody. Blessed be the name of the Lord this morning. Do y'all see this hair? I can almost shake it. I can't shake it. Good morning. Listen, let me put y'all minds to rest. Yes, I posted a video this morning and I had on red. Listen, that was yesterday. Sometimes my videos are like a day behind, depending on when I want to post it. So I did that video yesterday and I didn't get the opportunity to post it because I had posted something else. And so I may say, well, I'll just wait and post that tomorrow, or, then I post different things on different platforms because every platform that I'm connected to, and you all may be connected to all of my platforms, but the different platforms has different people. So, you may see that I post the same message to different platforms, and that's just simply because there are some people in those platforms who may not be in the others, right? And so that's why I do that, just in case anybody was wondering. But we invite the Lord into the live this morning. We invite him into the live. I am making my commute to work. Yes. And it is a beautiful day out here. It looks like it's a little cloudy, but it's good, right? It's good. But let me share something with you that the Lord shared with me on last night. I was talking to one of my relatives, and, I'm just so blessed to have somebody, that will go to battle with me. And it's not so much, when I say battle, I may just mean, going to prayer and, seeking the Lord for some things, because, the word tells us that one can put 1,000 to flight, but two, what? And so we was making our prayer last night, and the Lord just showed up, because when it's two, you can do some things by yourself, but when it's two, what? Then God shows up. He comes on the scene. He said, I will be there in the midst of you when 2 or 3 are gathered together in my name, right? And so we just began to cry out to the Lord, about some things. And what I want to remind you of is that, when it comes to faith, you can say, well, I'm believing God, I know that God is going to step into this situation and he is going to turn that thing around, because at the end of the day, I trust God, period, point blank, period, right? But then sometimes, in the back of your mind, you can be thinking, well, Lord, why is it taking so long? Or, why has it taken so long? Or, whatever your thoughts are. But we just want to make sure, to be careful with that, because we don't want our thoughts about why has it taken so long or why is it taking so long to actually turn into doubt, because then we know that is not faith, right? So, believe God and believe him, period. Don't question, don't say, well, Lord, why, because it could turn into doubt. Because remember, we have an adversary out here, and those thoughts don't come from the Lord. So we have to be so careful, that when we're believing God for a thing, that we're standing fully in what he said, right? That we are standing fully in what he said, because the enemy is the one that'll bring those thoughts to your mind, like, well, Lord, I don't understand what's taking so long. I know that I've been obedient. I've done what you've asked me to do. But Lord, well, okay, Lord, I'm just going to trust you. Which one is it going to be? Don't waver in your faith. Don't waver in your faith. And I'm hearing the word where the Lord says that a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. The Lord said, don't let that man think that he should receive nothing of me, because I don't know how to bless you right now. One minute you saying you believe in me, the next minute you over here talking this way, like, I don't know what to do. So sometimes we tie God's hand because either we don't believe or we back and forth between believing and not sure if he's going to do what we're asking him to do. Am I making sense? What? Am I making sense? God has had to deal with me about that. And I understand that, yes, we are flesh. Yes, we are flesh. And God knows this. So if you find yourself in that place or in a place like that, then just humbly go before the Lord and just ask the Lord, Lord, I believe you, but help my unbelief. Lord, I'm feeling myself being tossed to and fro right here with this area. Lord, help me to plant my feet. Help me to make up in my mind that I'm going to stand on this thing. I'm going to stand in it, and I'm going to trust you, and I'm going to see it all the way through. So, Lord, give me the faith that I need. That's what God is for. If you find yourself struggling in an area, that's what God is for. He tells us to come boldly to the throne of grace, that we may obtain mercy and find grace to help in our time of need, right? That's what he's for. We're going to struggle sometime in this thing, trying to get it right. But that's what God is for. He said you can come. Whosoever will, let him come. And the Lord will supply you with the strength that you need to endure, right? So I hope you all have a blessed day. I hope that God will step into your situations and that he will turn that thing around. But not just that you will grow to a level in your faith that you're able to trust God regardless of what the situation looks like. And again, I have to reiterate that it's not just for the stuff. It's not that, well, I'm going to see God because I want this or I want that. But do it because it's what you need to do. Because remember, when we leave this earth, we got to go somewhere, right? So what you do on this earth, how you live on this earth, determines where you're going to go when you leave, right? So we can't forget that, in wanting stuff and wanting to enjoy stuff and wanting to enjoy the things in this world, we have to remember that we're not here to stay. We're just journeying through here. We're just passing through. We are not here to stay. My pastor used to tell us, don't y'all pitch up no tents up in here like you here to stay. You are not here to stay. So you need to live like right? Y'all better buy that book. You need to live like you are not here to stay. What is it that God has said about your life? And that's where studying comes in. Study to show yourself approved. What did God say about your life? Again, all the benefits of the kingdom belongs to us because we belong to the Father. And that's only if you've accepted Christ into your life. And I know we like to think that all of us are God's children. But guess what? All of us aren't. We are not. Jesus said in the Bible, you are of your father, the devil. Okay? So if you don't know where you fit, if you don't know if you're a child of God, you need to put your head in the book, because you have to be sure, right? You have to be sure. You have to be confident that when you leave this place, I know that I'm going to be with my Father, right? Lord, I remember the times that I lived, and I was so afraid that if something happened to me, and you know, when I first got saved, if something happened to me, I used to question all the time, Lord, am I going to make it in? You know, I used to ask God, but then the Lord taught me how to be sure. So I don't have those worries anymore. I remember them times. Y'all used to be so depressed, you know, because I wasn't sure. I was like, Lord, am I getting this right? You know, are you pleased with my life? And, you know, because God was working on me at that time. He was working on me. And I wanted him, but it was so many things in the world that had a hold on my life at that particular time. I just bless the Lord because God saw me through that, because he knew that my heart wanted to change. He knew that I wanted him, you know, but I was having a hard time losing my grip on the things in the world, you know. I just bless God. I just bless God, because when you have a genuine heart to change, because you want to live right, you want God, then the Lord is not going to leave you out there to fight the battle alone. But you have to know, because God said, I would that you was either hot or cold, because if you're lukewarm, I will spew you out of my mouth. So like I said, don't be tossed to and fro. Pick a side and stand on it. You know, if you don't want God, it's okay. You know, it is okay. He wants you to come, but it's okay. He gives you a choice, right? And if you don't want him, that's your choice. It's not his choice for you. So, anyhow, I pray that you all will have a blessed day. Peace and blessings to you all.